What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So, in today's episode, I'm going to be talking a little bit about how can you become more masculine as a man, right? So, I'm going to be breaking down basically what masculinity is and what masculinity is not. And then once I do that, I'm going to explain to you and show you or tell you ways that you can improve your masculinity and become more masculine. And it's oftentimes a lot of guys think that becoming masculine means that you grow this beard and speak with a very deep voice and you're just poking your chest out all the time and hey man, I'm gonna do this right now at this specific time and I'm never gonna smile because why would I smile? Anything can become masculine, but I'm talking specifically today about how men can become masculine, right? So, what you want to do basically, what masculinity is calmness, masculinity is emotional control. Not controlling other people, not controlling circumstances, not controlling outcomes, not controlling your friends, not controlling anything like that, man. Because you can't really control anybody. People are going to do what they want to do, right? So it is control in a sense of you have control over your emotions and you have control over your brain, your thoughts. You have control over how you feel. And you understand that how you feel doesn't necessarily best serve you. It's not what's going to best serve you in this world. Because if right now, I'm not necessarily feeling happy, I'm not feeling sad, I'm not feeling angry, I'm not feeling any emotion. I'm just present, I'm here in the moment, I'm making this video for you guys. That's what I'm doing. That's kind of masculine, honestly. Now, I can make this video with a high pitched voice and I'll still be masculine. It's not about your vocal pitch. Do you know what I'm saying? Masculinity is not about your vocal pitch or anything like that. It's okay, you can talk like Gary Vee and become masculine. You know what I'm saying? It's not about your vocal pitch, it's not about how much muscle you have, it's not about your beard length. None of these things, right? So, to become masculine, you gotta be calm and collected and think rationally, think logically, right? And to not let outside circumstances and opinions and things like that affect how you move and operate as a masculine being, as a masculine man, right? So it's not what you think it is. It's really not, man. Because there's a lot of guys out there with a beard and whatever that are not necessarily masculine. It doesn't always go hand in hand, right? So if you want to become more masculine, what you got to do is realize that you need to take control over your emotions. Really, I'm telling you, man, this can change your life for the better, and you're gonna have more peace. You're gonna start feeling happier, man. When you have control over your emotions rather than your emotions control you, if your emotions start controlling what you do throughout the day, you're screwed. You're fucked. If you're doing things throughout the day based upon how you feel, then you're already lost. So if you're doing things out of emotion, like, hey, I'm gonna go to the club because that would feel nice. I'm not gonna go to the gym because that doesn't necessarily feel the best when I'm over there bench pressing, right? If you're operating from this mindset, you're already lost. But in order to be masculine, you gotta realize that you gotta detach from your emotions to a certain level. I'm not saying fully detach from them and become a robot. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta detach a little bit and realize that at the end of the day, logic trumps emotion, right? You doing what you have to do is always gonna be in your best interest rather than doing what you feel like doing. That is what masculinity is, all right? And masculinity is calmness, is understanding, and it's having a masculine identity, which I'm gonna get to last, right? When you have a masculine identity, that means that you know who you are, your personality, how you talk, how you respond to certain things, what kind of clothes you like to wear, what kind of clothes you don't like to wear, what kind of people you like to be around, what kind of people you don't like to be around, and you stick to it. That is what masculinity is. I'm gonna say that's what masculinity is. What the fuck? I'm stuttering. It's really cold out here. That is what masculinity is. Now, I'm gonna say this, all right? People think that if you're masculine, then you gotta have a straight face all the time and never laugh, never smile. And that couldn't be further from the truth, man. That could not be any further from the truth because you can be masculine and laugh. It doesn't make sense. A lot of people think that if you smile, if you laugh, if you're out here smiling with people, having a good time, having a good conversation, and you can laugh out loud and smile, then that means you're effeminate. But that's not the case at all, man, because Masculinity is a mindset. It is internal. That's what I'm getting to. That's what I'm trying to get at. It's internal. It's not external. You being masculine is not external. You can wear a pink dress, for crying out loud, but you can wear a pink dress and still be the most masculine guy in the room, be the most masculine man on earth by wearing heels and a pink dress. No, I'm not saying you should do that, right? Don't get me wrong, but I'm just telling you this so you can get the idea. It's not an image, it's not physical. It is the mindset. Get this through your head, man, please. And that's gonna help you, man, because once you become more masculine, nothing's gonna phase you as much. If people try to be BS into your life and fuck with you or whatever, you're not gonna be phased by that because you know who you are and you don't really care about how people make you feel or anything like that because you're masculine and you're calm and stoic and collected and you're happy with yourself and happy with your life. And now something that's gonna help you become more masculine is, and I recommend everybody should do this, man, going to the gym and exercising. Now I know what you're thinking. This guy just contradicted himself. And that's not what I did, all right? Because when you go to the gym, not only does it make you look more masculine on the external, which is not as important as you think, but it also helps you become more masculine on the inside because you start building trust with yourself and you start having discipline, and discipline is going to make you more masculine. It goes hand in hand, it's a cycle, right? And another thing is your desires, and by your lustful desires, that's going to help you become more masculine. Because if you think of masculine, being masculine is being having the ability to be yourself unapologetically, regardless of who's in the room, and you have a identity that is unshakable and unchangeable. Okay? When you're controlled by your lust, what's going to happen is if anytime you're around a beautiful woman that you find attractive, masculinity is going to go out the window. You're not going to be masculine anymore because you're going to start behaving in goofy ways in order to impress her or something like that. But if you were masculine, then you would stay calm and stoic and not really care who's in the room. If it's a beautiful woman, if it's anybody, like, you're not going to be phased because you're masculine in your identity. Okay. Number one killer of masculinity in today's society is, the fact that men are weak and they're controlled by their lust towards beautiful women and their beauty, like controlled by a woman's beauty. Like, you're masculine, you can look at a woman and acknowledge the fact that she looks beautiful. Like, I'm not saying don't do that, man. I can look at a woman and say, oh, okay, well, this woman is beautiful. Nice. Got it. Understood. Next. What am I doing today? All right. I gotta get this done. I gotta do this. And you'll have the ability to look at a beautiful woman and not be phased. You can look her in the eyes, and like, you'll be relaxed, and it doesn't phase you, man. All right, you can just look her in the eyes, like, y'all, man. The reason men aren't as masculine as we used to be is because men pedestalize a woman's beauty. Okay, that's very weak behavior, man. That is very weak, man. Because she's just like you. She's gonna sleep 8 hours a day. She's gonna go to the bathroom and take a shit. She's gonna eat Chipotle, man. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna do things that you do. She's a fucking human being, my boy. All right, so once you understand that's half the battle of becoming masculine, because you're gonna start being free on a spiritual level and not really caring how beautiful these women are around you. You're not gonna be scared of them like majority of men are. Most men are scared of women. Isn't that fucking crazy? It's ridiculous, man. It's really sad to even think about that most men are afraid of women. They're afraid of women's face, of her beauty, how beautiful her face is. And what's even crazier about that is most men are even more attractive than, like, a lot of guys are more attractive than most women, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, man. Pause, no sus shit over here, but I'm just saying, man, like, you look at most men that take care of themselves, they work out, maybe they wash their face, they eat clean, you know what I'm saying? Most men are good looking people, but they think that they're not good looking because their mindset is that they pedestalize women. That's why they lose their confidence. They lose their sense of understanding that they are attractive themselves. They're probably more attractive than the women that they're intimidated by. You get what I'm saying? So mess up your masculinity if you pedestalize a woman's beauty and only because she has a beautiful face, you start bending your personality and changing who you are in front of her, like, to tell her things to impress her. And it shows through your body language and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck, there's something in my eye, bruh. I don't know what it is. But yeah, pretty much it. I want to make a video quick about how you can become more masculine. And that's pretty much it for the video. I'm tired. I gotta go get some water and hit the gym. I'll see you guys in the next video.